Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Pioneer. We are still on this cool old school Dimir control list. It's basically the same as the last time, so go check the last video on Dimir control. For the deck tech, only one slight change is here, the Torrential Gearhog, which is an amazing, cool top-end card. So what this does is you can cast it for 6 mana with Flash, and when this enters, you can cast any instant from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. And that way you can just pull whatever you need from the graveyard, maybe a removal spell, but in the best case you get this dig through time, can just cast it for free, refill your hand, and you should be able to take the game from there with this massive body on the battlefield, can potentially ambush something. So let's try it out and see how it goes. Let's go. Okay, we start on the draw, and not the greatest hand, but I'm gonna try it. Could make a good case for a mulligan here. So this looks like Selesnya CoCo. So we'll see if we will be in time to stop them. Oh no, this is Angel's CoCo. Interesting. So yeah, I guess we wait for them to make a play and then we use Bitter Triumph depending on what they hit. Good CoCo right now. And we're still pretty far from the Bishop of Wings, okay? We are still pretty far from playing our Dig Through Time and our Gearhog here. I guess we go for the Bishop of Wings. I'm gonna pay 3 life for now, but we will get to a point where we're gonna need to start discarding cards here. So they seem to be down to top decking now. Yeah, I think we now have to go for this Valkyrie. That's gonna be very ugly because the way their graveyard is filled now, we will not be able to answer this with the draw and the Loch. So could try to Geier reach, and then that way they will have 3 cards in the graveyard, but will not have enough mana to use it and also use the drawn. So, okay, they cast another one. That's kind of somewhat lucky for us. So that way we still have a slight survival chance next turn. Could also draw into a sweeper here, perhaps. Let's get rid of Field of Ruin. Don't think they run any basics. Any creature lands. So yeah, let's go ahead and kill both of these right now. So they're not able to draw any protection spells if they run them. I'm not sure about that. Should perhaps cast this Undercity Sewers. Yeah, that was a mistake that perhaps lost us the game if we are not drawing anything good here, and we don't seem to do. So what we could do is put this into the graveyard, and that way we can cast the Dig Through Time for 2 mana, and then hopefully find a response here. Let's see. Alright, so we have to try to find something. It's kind of a punt we did there. And I guess we can also tap Geier Reach because we don't really have anything for 3 mana which we could hit. So let's get these. Oh no, we can, sorry, can't keep one open. Might recast that with the Gearhog later. So let's, okay, there's Fatal Push, that's good. And also a Triumph should we need it. Kind of like that. Okay, so we are still all right, kind of. So let's see what they hit here. So Valkyrie, okay, okay. So a way of getting out of this is kind of ambushing the Mystic and then casting a, okay, there they go, removal spell on the Valkyrie. So let's go ahead and do that. So if they have nothing here, we are somewhat okay. Let's see. Can even start Narset locking them now. They might have a CoCo, so I'm gonna stay back here. Try to find something with Narset. Okay, Fatal Push is good. And so next turn, do we keep up the Censor? No, I think we go for it. Have the Fatal Push open. Now we even find another one, so I'm feeling somewhat good here that we are able to get out of this. Skyclave version, okay. And that's kind of the end of our Narset log, unfortunately. Another, no one else, okay. So let's push this. And that way we can start getting in with the Gear Hulk. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep this swamp in hand, so in case we want to Geier reach it away. Okay. Find an Overseer, that's somewhat scary because it's flying and Elvish Mystic, okay. So let's go ahead. Get rid of, I guess, the basic. Okay. Yeah, let me feel like I have to do this now. Conserve some mana here. Okay, an island, so same thing, we wait. Hope they're not top decking anything good. There's a Giada, which is also somewhat scary, but can still fatal push this. So let's go ahead and loot first. Explode, my goodness. How many basics am I running actually? I think only 4 of them. Alright, the Deluge, that is just great. I think we go for it right away. Just main phase it. Okay, there's a Narset. And Ashiok is also good, although could go for the Shark Typhoon. Yeah, let's go for Ashiok first. And then I guess we can cast this Narset just right away. In case they find an Overseer, for example. So there's the commit to memory. But I would rather have the Sweeper. That's a tough call. But I'm gonna take the Sweeper in case they hit like a CoCo or something, and then pass the turn. So let's see. Of course, if they do find an apparition, we are dead here. So still, like a tightrope, they do find it. All right, that is game. Oh, wait. Oh, they cannot exile a token. Okay. Well, thank God. that they can't. So now we can Ashiok and exile their apparition, get back a token. We're kind of still staying alive here. Although it would have been amazing to just Geier reach locked in now, but they've evaded this situation twice. Okay, so they might have a CoCo now. So how do we get out of this? Not sure there is. Okay, they don't have a CoCo, but if they hit it, like, could be game. Because they can just flash it in our end step, so we might need a counter spell here, and we find it. That's amazing. And I guess let's take a consult. And now we can start attacking with this Nightmare token. There goes one CoCo, so they've cast. No, they haven't cast single. Oh, yes, there is one. So 2 gone, 2 more in the deck. I guess. Yeah, let's keep this in hand. Alright, so we kick this consult, try to find some more game-winning pieces here. A Fatal Push is good, and then perhaps another Sweeper. Yeah, we can just wait with casting the other one. So let's create a token here, and then get in with both tokens. It's gonna spiral out of control very quickly here, because Narset needs only 2 more turns to activate the ultimate ability. We have a counter up should they hit a CoCo, so I'm feeling very good here. And how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I can wait with this consult out neither right now. Just keep on doing that. Some point they will have to jump with these elves. Oh, there is there a Narset on top? Although I'm currently not sure why we know this. What gave us the information? No clue. But I'm happily drawn to it. Could then perhaps hit a commit in memory from the Narset. That would be great. It looks rather dicey for them now, so we can go in for a lethal attack next turn, which will force them to jump. But it's not going to be enough if they don't have any plays here. The person. I think I'm going to let this resolve. Okay, that doesn't need anything. So, okay, wait, let's not do this. And I guess just bounce this. So now we can go in for lethal, hopefully. Okay. And they take it. Alright, so I kind of misplayed this, and we should have won this game, but we somehow did. I have no clue how exactly, but alright, not gonna complain. So we go down Censor, I think, although I think we do because they also play this Giada, so if they curve Giada turn 2 into something like the Overseer turn 3, they will be able to pay for the additional cost here, so don't quite want that. The end is going to be great, and also Chrome host Seed Shark. Cling to Dust I think we will not need because what is this? Yeah, this is not reviving anything, so could get rid of that for now. And then we want a Kalitas, I guess. And other than that, it looks alright. And we still have one card too many. So perhaps even go down Thoughtseize here. Path of Peril could be interesting. They are playing a lot of cheaper creatures here. But what do we take out for it would be the question. Let's maybe exchange. Could try negate for 3 steps ahead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down all of these sensors and then run it like this, and then also a Path of Peril. And then apart from that, yeah, I was thinking about maybe going down in Ashiok, but now it's too late for another Path of Peril because now it helped us close out the game, but like the real issue here is to get the board under control and not die before like turn 4. And if you go that far, okay, that's fine. If you come that far, it's usually not a problem to win the game. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Now, if they don't top deck anything good, I'm rather confident that we are looking good here. Okay, they have a good top deck, so that is kind of scary. We do have Narset coming up, depending on what they find here. Oh, they do find a Valkyrie. That's scary. That is really scary. So we might need to use this consult to find a response here. Triumph is good. Oh, wait. Oh god. Let's undo this. I want to cast this Gloomlake Verge. Yeah, I guess wait for the end step. See if they find something. Yada. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna counter this. Don't want this to come down. And then next, I guess the Bishop of Wings. Okay, Drown is actually great. So that way we can, let's tap this right, we can pay 3 life and destroy the Bishop. And then we have a Drown up. Let's hope we didn't find a CoCo here. Now, do we slam this Narset or do we go for Ashiok is the question. Let's play the land first. And yeah, I guess go for Ashiok. Use mana efficiently. Hope they're not top decking CoCo. So let's see what I got here. All right. So I think I will keep the ability up and go in with a token. We hit 2 Skyclaves. No, a Valkyrie and Overseer. So let's get a, well, let's get a Sweeper. And then we can tick up Ashiok, and I'm feeling like we should win this game. There's a Skyclave version, yeah. They're gonna get the Narset. That's a pretty good response because like there's no means to get it back here. I would do it with another one. So let's go in first. Take up Narset again. Free spells, what could we cast? Yeah, could cast these 3, but I think I'm gonna be greedy and tick up one more time. Go for Narset again. And there is a Shark Typhoon, which I kind of like over Memory Deluge, just to produce another body. Yeah, another Skyclave, alright. Good, good. And a rip. But that's not gonna really do it really. It's kind of shutting down our daily cover-up, which is annoying. But okay. So we're kind of exiling half the deck now. So yeah, they block, okay. Think better of it. And I think we go for the alt now. So let's cast 3 of these. Which do we want? Don't even know. Perhaps that and the Overseer, and yeah, it doesn't really matter, and they scoop it up anyway. So great. Yeah, Angels is a very good matchup for Dimir control. You have all the right tools to take care of their threats very efficiently, and it just usually comes down to surviving the first 4 to 5 turns. They can like always top deck their CoCo, which can turn the game around completely. But we were kind of lucky that they didn't hit that here, and otherwise managed to refill the hand and take control of the game. So yeah, Ashiok was pretty good here. I was thinking about boarding it out, but turned out to be great. So yeah, fine. Well played, GG. Okay, we go first. This hand, yeah, I'm not too sure if I like that, but okay, we try. We have the Censor to cycle, or perhaps counter one of their plays and then work towards the Consult. They are a mono red, so I think I'm still keeping the Censor because I'm expecting them to make some sort of play like Extinction Event is great. Make some play like an Emberheart Challenger next turn, so we can get that. Oh no, it's a Wood Spear. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you got it, opponent. Do they go for a pump spell? If they do, I think we Censor. Yeah. So let's go ahead. And then we still have the Extinction Event. If things get out of hand, at least it hits the Swift Spear and the Commando faces Kakuzan. So we're still somewhat okay-ish here. Could use the Consult to dig for something like a Fatal Push, depending on what they go for now. Okay, they do not have a Screaming Nemesis, which is very good. Let's see what else they got here. They're not making a play. Kind of happy about that. So let's just go and sweep the board on odd, hit both these. So they might have some more burn spells in hand, which could get scary. Let's see about it. Yep, there it is. So we're down to 9 life. Perhaps down to 7 if they have one more. Yep. So I guess we need to find a counter spell, probably Soulscar Mage. Okay, so this Fatal Push is amazing. I would want to keep this Otawara, but I would have to shock in the Watery Grave so that I can both Fatal Push and Consult, and I don't like that, so let's play that. There's Challenger. So we wait for them to commit to something here. Okay, let's see what they hit. A mountain. Alright. And if they attack, we push. Now, do we take this one more damage? I think yes, it's a bit sketchy, but let's go for it anyway and use the Consult Kicked. And hopefully we can now stabilize. So let's see, there's a Narset and a Geier reach. Yeah, I think we start doing that. So they can bring us down to 5. And with that, down to 3. But other than that, they will not be able to really do more. I think this game is over now with the Narset lock. So get another Consult even. And then on their upkeep, we are going to use the Geier reach. And then that is hopefully game. Also have our Cling to Dust to gain more card advantage. Yeah, there you go, face. Could have also tried going for an Narset, but what does this do to each opponent? So let's try to find a removal spell. And if we find that, we are fine here. Okay. So that's game. Let's Narset lock them again. Geier reach. Discard the swamp. And then we can just destroy their Soulscar Mage. And they should resign now, I think. I mean, they can play this out, but like there's nothing they can really do. So gain some life. And I guess if they really want to stick it out here, we can, yeah, they scoop it now. Just trying to find a finisher here. So great, we somehow survived this game 1. Now let me try to think about how we build our deck here. I guess the Thoughtseize can go, the Censor. They might bring in some stuff that they are playing on 3 mana, like Chandra, small Chandra, or the Nemesis. They could play some more high mana value spells. They don't run that many lands. So the Center is still not too bad. But yeah, I would rather have perhaps a Path of Peril, a Kalitas, and I guess the end, or perhaps even a Chrome Host Sea Shark, just to kind of wall off the battlefield. The end I wanted to take in as well. Now, do we get rid of is the question. Could take something from the higher end, like the Shark Typhoon, which is somewhat slow. Yeah, let's get rid of the Shark Typhoon. I guess it's too slow. And other than that, the deck looks pretty fine. Could try to cram in one more Censor, but let's not do that on on the draw. Could think about doing that on the play. Well, Thoughtseize is also not too bad, I guess, because you can most of the time you can trade like favorably. You do 2 damage to yourself, but still, you take something that would have taken would have dealt like 3 or 4 damage to you. So still not too unreasonable to keep it in your deck. A pretty good removal here, push and drown. Question would be if we can activate this drown in time. So if they have like a 2-drop, that can be somewhat annoying. But okay, consult. I think I start with Swamp just in case they are playing an Ember Challenger, which I would want to get rid of right away, so as to not allow them to cast spells on it and then gain more card advantage out of it. So let's see. They go for the attack, that's fine. Okay, they are pumping it right away. Well, I guess I wanted them to do that, so sure. Do you have more? Okay, they even go face, so let's get rid of that now. And they scoop it up. Wow. Was a very risky keep by them, so probably the only creature they had were just going all in. But to be fair, they would have smacked us down to 13 already this turn, so was somewhat dangerous. But against black decks that run like 4 fatal pushes, it's very risky to have a keep like that. So perhaps they should have been more aggressive in their mulligan. All right, yeah, well, that was pretty smooth. So kind of shows you the advantage that black decks can have sometimes against such aggro creature decks due to the very efficient removal you have. So you struggle a bit more with blue-white control. So great, yeah. All right, GG. All right, we go first. So let's see what we get here. And it's fine. Keep it. And I think I'm not Thoughtseizing right away. Consider some life total. You never know what you're up against. Okay, Dimir. They are Thoughtseizing us, all right. Kind of regret it now, but it could be tempo. So the 2 life that we save now could be very valuable. Might be some sort of flash deck. So they could try to flash something in now and then go for Kaito next turn. Let's see. So I think if they flash something in, we kill it right away. Oh, they only reduce. So they might be a control deck as well. Let's see about that. Another Thoughtseize, but that's totally fine. And then next turn we can consult, also have Fatal Push, with which we can use the Revolt ability with the Field of Ruin. So feeling still good here, but also I'm not too sure about what we are up against. So let's just go for it. They might have counter here. Spell Snare, interesting. Okay. Now Surus. Would hope to find some more gas here. I don't like the Censor. So now is not the time. Too much value, but yeah, sorry, too much mana that the opponent has now. So this could be a control mirror. If it is, yeah, I think we wouldn't have been able to play around this Spell Snare anyway. So it's all fine. And now just going to be a game of hitting your mana drops, land drops, and then finding some more card draw, some threat here. Cling to Dust is actually amazing. So I'm not even sure if I want to get down this Otawara. I would like to keep the option of using it here. And then we will start drawing cards with this Cling on their end step. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think I'm a Kling in response. So let's go get a Deduce. They might have a deadly cover-up. So that kind of gets them out of the range of the cover-up yet. They might try to get rid of our Cling to Dust. And I think we are gonna Cling again even. Draw one more card here. Yeah, I guess sure, why not? So let's get rid of this Deduce. They did play 3 of their Thoughtseizes. They are countering this well. This is kind of crazy, in my opinion, but okay. So in a control mirror, you only have a limited ability of entering counter wars and kind of taking care of the opponent's threats, and I would conserve them until you really need them, until they are really crucial. And I think it's kind of wasted to use it on the Kling here by the opponent, but okay. Could have been an argument for waiting with this Field of Ruin if they have a threat, which we are not able to hit with the Fatal Push here. So we do find another island, kind of flooding out here. Opponent is missing land drops. They might have a lot of removal in hand. They are waiting for our... Okay, there you go for consult. That's all right. So now I'm very, very sure that this is Dimir control. The question would be which version of it. So what are the win cons, and do they play Narset in days, for example? This is Thoughtseize number 4, but we only have this Fatal Push here, so no need to worry. At some point we will hopefully find something better. But then again, the opponent might run away with the game here because just they have so many cards in hand, so much value. They might even have found another card draw spell. One Shiton, okay. I guess I'm gonna just push this now. Response. Yeah. So this is a dangerous threat, so we don't have much to take care of this. They're forced to discard now. Yeah, we are flooding out here, so they might have another one. Yeah, there it is. So I guess we are gonna let them beat us down here for some time. And our only option is to Otawara it, and that's also not that great. So they are again forced to discard here. As again a land. Well, that's kind of, I mean, you want these lands in the control mirror, but it's kind of excessive. The drown, I guess, we're gonna keep. Yeah, but we might not be able to come back here, so let's see about it. They do run Spell Snare, so they are probably able to hit this drown. I guess I'll let them hit us one more time, and then on their end step cast the drown. And if they counter it, we go for the Cling, try to find something else here. So let's go ahead. Could have also tried to drown it during combat, but there's a Spell Snare. So now let's go ahead and draw. Maybe, yeah, this year they could run a Gearhawk, for example, to cast this, but they don't. Okay, well, Fatal Push is good. So let's try. Yeah, it works out. So they might have another one, which they are now flashing in. Let's see about it. We still have Otawara as a last resort. Okay. Interesting, never saw that. Counter target spell, okay. Yeah, there it is. So this is number 3, I think. So number 1, or is it? Oh no, it's the second one. So I don't know how many of them they are running. It's getting out of dicey now. So they attack and we have Otawara in response. But this is not looking good. Commit. Okay, this is a good one. Let's see how many tokens they put on it, or like counters. I mean, we're gonna be forced to commit this anyway. Yeah, no need to play it right now because they can just recast it for 2, and then we are dead loss anyway. So now I'm gonna try to, when they declare the attack, to commit this, but I fear they will counter that. Yep, they do. That's good. Okay, so a Dimir control mirror, they are a bit more proactive with one Chitong. Pretty scary threat for us. So we need the negate for sure, the mystical dispute. The thought distortion seems alright. And then we see here. Yeah, I might go down some of these triumphs. They were not running that many creatures, it seems, only one Chitong. Perhaps they have planeswalkers, but not sure about that. Also another Thoughtseize for sure. The cover-up, I guess we will not need, hopefully. Or rather, let's take out the Extinction Event, keep one cover-up. And then, what else? So this is all good, Censor and Cling. Could even go down a Censor since we are just passing turns anyway until we have like 4 or 5 mana and try to resolve a threat. And we did bring in some more counters, so could go down one of these and then the rest is very good. So I think actually the one thing we could cut again would be the Censor. I don't see what else. We could go for one Fatal Push, although that was quite important to get rid of these one Chitongs very efficiently. Also plays around their spell snares, so Goblin could be interesting, but I don't really see what we would want to cut for it. Perhaps one Fatal Push, but they're also bringing in more creatures now. The end actually would be interesting. If we are able to resolve that, of course, that is. Yeah, I think I will maybe put this in for a Bitter Triumph. Although I'm not sure this is correct. Yeah, no, kind of rough. So they didn't just show us their complete deck, and now it's going to be interesting how many other threats, creatures, and planeswalkers they are going to board in after the game 1. So that hand looks fine to me. Will force us to cycle this Censor, I think, to find a land. But I think we can keep open the Censor on their turn too. Don't need to cycle it right away. And then if they don't make a scary play, we can just cycle it. Yeah, we need to just wait here. Consult is good. Okay, they are passing the turn, so let's cycle the Censor. Say Verge. Yeah, we just chill here. I think. Now we could try to go for Consult, find another land, and if they counter, we resolve Narset. We kind of want to play this kick, but risk is too high. We cannot afford to miss a land drop here. Oh, Thoughtseize is not too bad. Although we are now not hitting a land drop again. So let's Censor here, like cycle Censor, try to find land. We don't. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough, but let's wait. It's a real disaster to miss the end drop here. But I might just use Consult on their turn, and then we can hopefully final land and push through the Narset with a Thoughtseize. If they try to counter this here, we are getting rather desperate now. Oh, they go for the run, okay. There's the land, that's good. So, yeah, I guess we cease now. And then just resolve Narset. All right. Okay, so I guess we need to take the negate here. Because otherwise they're just gonna counter Narset. And yeah, take it from there, see if we can run away with the game now. So I guess the bit ramp would be good to kill their own Narset, although they can use duress. So they're gonna take that anyway, I think. They try to find the land drop, presumably, with the Consult. Oh, they duress first. Okay. But I guess they are gonna go for Narset now. Yeah. So what do they find here? Okay, Edict. That's somewhat scary. Okay, but we have a dig through time, which we can even use. Which I think we do. Hit our land drop here and exile the whole graveyard. All right. So I want to make this land drop, and then I guess we can get the Triumph, kill their Narset that way. Yeah, let's go for it. Pay the life, destroy it. And on that turn we can then just also cycle the Censor. They do also have a Hall of the Storm Giants, which we should be aware of. They can now activate it next turn. So let's go for the Censor now. So we will not be able to kill their Consult the Star Charge if they try to cast it kicked. Okay, another Narset. It's not too bad. I wonder, no, I think we don't. Oh, there's a filler rune even. Yeah, I kind of wonder if we are just countering their edict if they try to resolve that. Use, yeah, that's fine. They're not making a play here. Okay. So that is fine with me. So now we can just counter their drown if they try to go for it. Can only draw one card. And we have to field up for their hall. Now do we go for the hall? I think yes. Let's use the mana efficiently. Right. Yeah, we just chill here. Start finding blue token. They are being very patient, so they must be a very experienced player, I think. So yeah, I think now we have to go for a gear hug before they make us discard it. Let me see the dispute. So I think we go for the counter war now, since we are shields down anyway. They are digging for a spell snare, it seems to me. Yeah, they should be able to find this with 7 cards to look through. There it is. And now they also have a Thoughtseize. They could take Narset and then cast the Edict to get rid of the other one. And they aren't even doing that, okay. Interesting. So let's just go ahead and draw a card first. What do we go for? Yeah, perhaps big mana cards. Not sure if they run a Gear Hog. Would be interesting to know that. Okay, we keep up the Otawara. Could even use it to play around their Edict, which I think we just even gonna do. Yeah. And I can try to resolve it next turn. Let's see what else they got. If they do have another consult, they can try to main phase it to find a threat. Or the rest. Ah, they even have the rest, okay. Alright, they think they go up, okay. Oh, then it's just full discard. Alright. So what else you got? There's the one sheet on. Yeah, so we have to try to find a counter spell here, I guess. So let's get rid of 5 cards and land. No, that's only a fatal push, unfortunately. but let's just push it right away and take it from there. They draw 2 cards, I think. Yeah. And we have another cleanup. We'll wait with that. Loose. So let's go ahead and exile something here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Or take the lower value cards, yeah, these. Okay, they counter. Yeah, they have a lot of card running potential, so with the one Shitomi and the 2 tokens, they're kind of outrunning us on value here on cards, so that's difficult for us to deal with. So I think they're winning this counter war. I'll try to Thoughtseize now. If they want Shitomi, I guess we Extinction Event. Okay, they counter that. There's a one Shitomi. Yeah, they are playing us here, so we can't really deal with that. I also find the Hive. So I guess that's game now, so I don't see how we get out of this again. So let's cycle the Censor. And we can try to exile that. But they're gonna smack us with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And they're also gonna exile the Cling to Dust. Yeah, there's the disruption protocol. So I think this is game. So let's just concede here. Well, so it seems that our deck is not really designed to play the mirror matchup, so they just had a lot of more value cards here, did much better, and went through like more than half of their deck. So we did too, but we kind of drew the wrong cards. So anyway, yeah, it was an interesting game, great game, but no chance for us here. So perhaps the deck needs some more fine-tuning, or perhaps it's just a loss that we need to take. All right, interesting game. Well played by the opponent, well-deserved victory. GG.